And welcome to your beautiful day. I'm your host, Jennifer Hall, the Mother of Gratitude. And I want to say thank you to our producers, Dupre Studio Recordings, located at 7205 Bryan Dairy Road, Seminole, Florida. For all of your studio recordings needs, you can call them and check in with them. They have an amazing studio. It's everything. It's my dream world when I'm here. So thank you to Joshua and to Eric. And also thank you. We have a special guest today that you guys are going to love. And this is Pearl.
Good morning, everybody. Hope this is finding you having an amazing day of gratitude.
Yes, yes, yes. Because this is what this life is about. It's about gratitude. It's about bringing more of it into your life, being thankful, appreciative of what you have, and having a nice grounding in your life to clear everything away and to hone in on what you truly want and what you truly need and who you really are. So Pearl is, I want to introduce you guys to her. You're going to love her. She is my life coach, and God knows I need one. Pearl is my life coach. She is my everything, from business to personal. It's really great to have that. What would you call it, Pearl? It's not like a corporate thing, but it's just bringing everything together.
I'd like to say that I'm your cheerleader, helping you become your own shiro.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So tell us a little bit about
Pearl.
About Pearl.
Oh, well,
going into a little bit about you.
Yay! Thank you for that. I of course, my name is Pearl, and I am a empowering life coach where I help women find their inner pearl to greatness by help them find what's in their head and helping them guide them to become their shiro and put themselves first authentically and not feel guilty about it. It's okay to put yourself before your job, your family, your kids, and I want to empower you to do that so that you become the person that you want to be, and that inner pearl of greatness that's inside of you starts to come out and shine.
I love it.
Thank you.
That is so perfect.
Thank you.
And everybody needs that, because being a mom, when everything in your world is wrapped up around your family, you lose that sense of self.
Yes.
You know, I think that sense of self of who you were before, that leaves the moment you have the baby.
Yeah, I share the story about, for many years, I was mom. I was taking care of my oldest son. If you've heard me on here before, you've heard me share about how I didn't know that there was a pearl inside of me, that I thought I was mom, that I thought I moved here from Virginia to be mom, and realizing that, no, I'm Pearl, and Pearl has to come first. So Jen has to come first. Mary Jane, whoever you are important. Your parents gave you that name for a reason, and so you have to own that. You own who they gave you that name for.
I love that.
Yes. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
So we're going through all these challenging times right now.
Exactly.
And so what are some of the things that you're working on to help you with those right now?
With the virus, we're all social distancing. That's why Pearl and I aren't in the same studio. But we still need to get some stuff out. What I've been doing to help with that is letting go of the fear. And I know that's something that we're going to be talking about throughout our show.
Yes.
Is letting go of that fear. Because that fear can just spread faster than any virus. Fear paralyzes us and makes us paranoid and says that you can't. It's the Eeyore, whether it's a small voice or it's a bigger, louder voice. It's letting go of that fear, and that we can still live in the parameters that we have and to thrive into that. So start thriving and put thriving in the place of fear. But one of my friends was standing in one of those lines for toilet paper and to get into the grocery store. And that's when I wanted to do something about it. She was living in fear. And she was afraid she wasn't going to have enough toilet paper. She was afraid she wasn't going to be able to get supplies for the grocery store for her family. And when I realized that, I decided something has to be done. I can't have my friends risking their lives over getting groceries, over going and doing regular errands that we're used to doing, that we used to take for granted. We used to take all of this stuff for granted. We're not doing that anymore. we're getting ready when we go out to get our masks, to get our hats, to get our hoodies, and our shields and the whole 9 yards to go with it. And I thought there has to be another way that we can all shop and do it from home. And for every store that we want to go into, I need filters, the virus type of antivirus filters for my house. And I need to go to Home Depot, and I need to go to Lowe's, and I need to go to the grocery store, and I want to still go to Macy's, and I can't. And the place that I found to do that was through you, Pearl.
Yay. And I know we're going to talk about that in a little bit, right, today? I'm excited about that. Before we get there, I want to bring us to what we're doing here today. Because I know you've talked to me about, why you started this podcast and why it was important to you.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is ask you and to share with our listeners and our viewers that are going to be watching this, how did MOG come about? How did Mother of Gratitude come about? What empowered you and inspired you to start this?
Thank you. The Mother of Gratitude came out during a life storm. I didn't think I was going to get through. I actually thought it was a storm of life that it would take me out. And during the whole process of going through this storm, I kept thinking how grateful I am, how the stuff that I took for granted, I don't take for granted anymore. And it shook me to my core of who I really am. When I was going through my storm, it's much like what we're going through right now with this virus. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. People are losing their jobs. Where's the money? Where are the groceries? We have scarcity. I couldn't sleep at night, and because of my insomnia, because of my fear, my insomnia became acute, and my hair turned white over the course of 2 years. This isn't me. This is my hair. See, now it's growing back black.
And it's beautiful, though, even the way it's come in.
Thank you.
It's really pretty.
And it was going through. It was going through one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life. I never want to do that again. And when I came through it, I realized for my children, I'm a mother of gratitude. I'm not just their mother, I'm a mother of gratitude, and that every mother, every woman is a mother of gratitude, because we're the ones that take care of people. We're the ones that create, we give life. We fill in the gaps. We're the ones that always encourage other people. And so I started encouraging myself and finding gratitude in little things. And when I came out of this, the Mother of Gratitude, now I already had a company called the Gratitude Collection that I had to put down because of going through my divorce. And now I picked it back up. But when I came out of gratitude being so much of my life, and then I'm a mother of gratitude for my children and for everyone, and really everyone is Mother of Gratitude. When I came through that feeling whole. And that's one thing that I want to share and empower women, how to be whole again, how to get yourself back. Go back for what you want. I felt like I was diverted my whole life from doing what I was supposed to do in acting, directing, producing, songwriting, everything that's creative. Being an artist, being shamed for the type of art I'm doing because it's on the ground, I'm throwing stuff in it, and who does that? Shamed for that my whole life until I came out as an abstract emotionalism artist. And I just found myself. And I think it's really important for all of us to go back and find our core, find what we're supposed to do. This isn't a midlife crisis. This is getting you back on track to your life. I
agree. And so what I liked what you said too, a couple of things you said in there was everyone's a mother of gratitude.
Yeah.
For me, and you talked, me myself as well, I shared, how I was the mom and the wife, I wasn't,
that
not
was
purposely,
your identity.
That was my identity. That's what I assumed my identity was. I have an amazing husband at home. Would be like, why were you, when I tell him the story, why did you feel you had to do that way? But that was just the role I thought that I had to take on.
Right.
And so, and what you said is everyone's a mother of gratitude. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure everybody understands that your goal is, this is not just for somebody who's a mom.
No.
You don't have to be a mom, because I think naturally as women, we feel like we have to nurture and take care of whatever it is, whether it's our own personal life that we're helping somebody. We tend to, if you're that yes person, you find yourself helping everybody and not yourself, right?
And saying no is the hardest thing in the world.
Right.
If you're used to, having that, yes, of course, I'm going to come over and help you move. Yes, I'll help you do this or that. It's hard to say no. And how do you say no, Pearl? That's why you're in my life, so we can get that perimeter back up and going.
Right.
To say no to people. It's innately being nice that's what we're, that's what we're raised to do.
That's what we're raised to do. And for me, and a lot of, for me, you and I've talked before about shackling, and, we all as women need to understand that we don't have to take care of everything, everybody, our jobs, everything first.
Right.
Being gratitude for yourself is taking care of you first.
Exactly.
And part of to do that, because I used to be the person to say, yes to everything, I'll do it all. What do you need me to do? I'm there.
We're heading up the committees.
Let's go.
We're the chairs.
PTA president, whatever,
Yep.
So for me, it was a huge lesson. It was a slap in the face, you could kind of say, be like, I need a shackle in who Pearl is. Like, I need to know who is Pearl and what does she look like? What does she want to do? What are her dreams? What are her goals?
Right.
And so for the women that are out there listening, whether you're a mom or not, I know many women are not moms that are great, amazing nurturers and yes people. And so shackling in what your boundaries are is really, really important, because knowing where you're focusing on, what that goal is, helps you be clearer in your vision of what you want.
Exactly.
So then you can say, you know what, that doesn't fit what I want. And then it's okay to say no and not feel guilty about it, because you don't have to feel guilty about it. It's not what you want. And the thing, and I always say this, and I know I've said this before on the show, is that when you say no, you're not saying no to the person. You're just saying it's no, not now. Ask them to circle back around in a few months or in a year when it comes back around. And it might be yes for you. But in the meantime, when I say no, it might have been something that you, Jen, were waiting to have the opportunity to do. And if I had said yes, they may not ever come around and ask you. So by shackling your boundaries and knowing what your goals are, that helps you be better at saying no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it just means I'm busy right now.
Right. It doesn't mean I don't love you.
It's not a personal thing. And
Right.
it's not meant to be taken personal. It's just you can't do that right now.
Yes. I mean, I'll give you a great example. So this week I had a really busy week. And on Wednesday, I have a friend that his wife works for a big restaurant supply company. And they have thousands of eggs that were going to go bad.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. So they called me and they said, hey, do you want to buy any? So I said, sure. I bought some for my family. And then the other person said, hey, you're connected. Do you know caterers? Maybe we can do something for the community. Mm-hmm. So it ended up 5 businesses. We all came together. Somebody bought the eggs. We've got everything coming together. And we have a caterer that on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, we're bringing 600 meals between both days to Brandon Hospital to serve the folks in the hospital. They're taking care of all the patients.
I love you.
And so I that was something, while it wasn't in what I had for my vision this year, I knew it was important to me that I was like, okay, it still fits in my vision, being able to be part of my community, and it didn't break my shackles. It didn't hurt me to do it. Everything came together. So 600 meals we're going to serve.
600 meals.
600 breakfast burritos.
Do you know how many people would say no to that?
Right?
I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm distancing myself.
God bless the person who's cracking all those eggs.
But bring me some eggs. Bring me some eggs.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're saying.
Yeah. So it's so my point is that, sometimes it's okay to say yes if it's not within that shackles, because if it calls to your heart and it's part of your community and with what we're going through right now,
right,
say yes. Don't not say yes to that. But don't take it all on either. Empower other people to help you, which is what I did. There's like 10 of us that kind of got together and were like, how do we make this work?
I love that.
Yeah.
And everybody needs food right now.
Right.
And especially eggs. So that's really a great thing that you did. Can you expand on this shackle? Because if someone hasn't heard us from the first time, they're not going to understand the shackling that you're talking about, because
Sure.
it's basically protecting yourself.
Absolutely. So when I talk about shackling your boundaries, before you were shackled by things that controlled you, by saying yes, being the yes person,
Right.
not putting yourself first. So now that you
Right.
understand, and you go, when I work with my clients, like working with you, we talk about what are those things that are shackling that we can start releasing. Let other people do things. Let your kids be empowered to take care of things around the house. Let somebody else in the job do something that they can do and empower
Delegate.
that person. Delegate, exactly.
Delegate.
So when you start doing that, you release those shackles that are holding you. And now you have time to sit and say, okay, what do I want?
Exactly.
What's my vision? And how do I get there? And then you write that out, and then you take out the things that will stop you from getting that vision, and then you put in the things that are deal breakers. And you don't let any deal breakers come in there and break what your goal is.
I like that. No deal. No deal.
No deal.
It's like deal or no deal. No deal.
Exactly. And so once you do that, you've shackled in. Now you're not shackled by anything. You shackled your own, what your vision is. And you're going and honing in
You've
on
got
what that
that.
vision is. Yes. And
You've got that.
Absolutely. So,
and it's finding yourself again and putting yourself first.
absolutely. And then when you do that, the things that start happening in your personal life, in your professional life, in your dreams and goals, you will be amazed at how quick they start to come to fruition.
Yeah. I believe that. And I'm receiving it. And it's what's happening,
It is. It's amazing things are happening.
It is. Even in the midst of everything going crazy in where we are in this year.
Yep.
This is not the year anybody thought we would be having.
No.
It's flourishing within this year and how to flourish.
Absolutely. And we talked about this on the show, and I'll say it for the person who's for the first time listening to us. We all came into 2020 with, we got this vision, 2020 vision. They just kept taking that
Quantum
slant.
leaps.
Yes. And they kept taking that twist of 2020 vision and saying we're clear on our goals. And I really believe that whoever your faith is, whatever higher being you believe in, I really believe they sat and said, hold on, let me wrap that rubber band back and snap you back real quick, because this is not the vision that you are supposed to be going on. This is not the path you're supposed to be doing. You're not getting the message. Let me just snap you back. Now, trust me, I don't think we want it to be a pandemic. I don't think we want to lose lives. But I think this is that wake-up call to say, our families were getting too busy. We were not spending family time.
Correct.
We were not taking care of us. And so I think, in my opinion, this is the time to say, and I hope that as we come out of this, that people are recognizing the value of family time, that they're recognizing the value of calling somebody or FaceTiming or Zooming with your family to say, I love you. I helped a neighbor yesterday. She called me, so sweet little lady. She's like, Pearl, I know you know all about Zoom. I can't get my family to come in on Zoom. I can't see them. Well, when I got in on there, it was so cute. So she could screen share. She knew how to screen share me. It was so cute. So when I got in there, I was like, well, nobody's in there. That's why you didn't invite all the family in. I go, let's get together at 4:00. So at 4:00, she had all of her family come in, and I came in, and it was so cute because in one screen, her husband's upstairs, and he's in his man's den, and then in the other pictures are her grandbabies, and they're older, teenagers and a college one, and we got them to be able to do the Zoom meeting. She's like, I can have Easter with my family now. So my prayer is that as we come through this, that yes, we've made these awesome connections, that you've called your grandparents, you've called your grandmother, whatever you call your family, that granny, mine was granny. So whatever you call your mom, your dad, your sister, whoever that is, that you've reconnected somehow, some way through this, and that you continue those same kind of connections as we come through this.
Right, because it's about really understanding what's important.
Yes.
And that's what everybody's realizing, because we've all had to shut down all the distractions, so that we're just left with us in our head,
right,
in our homes. And when you have that, to where it's just you dial down that deep, and this is just the way we are for the next month and a half, or 2 months, or 3 months, or however. What day are we in at this point? I can't even think of it.
Right.
It's been so many. But when we dial down in that, we start realizing what's important and who's important and what do we want in our life. Do we want to go back to the cubicle job? Do we want to go back to corporate America? Is that what we really want? And all the gifts that are inside of us, when are we going to use them?
I'm finding many people are reaching out to me that with which we'll be talking about later on today with a little business, call my side hustle I'm doing. I'm finding more people are reaching out to me going, what was that thing you wanted to share with me one time? Because they're realizing too that they need some residual income. So, right, you have those dreams. Do you really want to go back? And here's the big thing too, Jen, that's happening is, do you really want to be with that spouse you're with? Now you're in those doors.
Or your partner.
You're in that room. Or your partner.
Or your partner. I mean, you've been with somebody for how long? And do you really want to spend the rest of your life with that person?
Right. And so those are things through, I think we're going to cover over the next few weeks that we're doing here together.
Yeah.
But those are things that, those are heavy questions that people have on their minds. And I'm getting called, from women who going, can I talk? Because I do 15-minute conversations with you about, I call them Pearl of Wisdom conversations. And
those
so,
are good.
Thank
those
you.
Are good.
And so, we're working through on some of them. So some of the women, those are questions they have, or even like their kids have come back home from college, and they were so active socially that they're like, what do I do now? And so
the panic. And there's a lot of anxiety. In all of that. I mean, now being at home, I was thinking of that this morning. If I wasn't by myself, because now I revel in being by myself. I love my space. I love my home. I love my art, backyard, the stuff that I'm doing. I love all of that. I don't know if I want to share that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, that's my biggest thing is, do I really want to share all that?
And that's a great point because you are single. So that is a huge point. It's like you're at that point in your life after doing this, I'm going, I think I kind of like this.
I love it.
And it's,
and I almost feel guilty how much I love it because, it's really... It's a whole new set of eyes.
It's kind of like I had that conversation with my husband, and please don't take this the wrong way. I love my husband to death. We've been together over 32 years. I mean, he is the best supporter and everything, but I always tell him, I hope I go first because I'm afraid you're laughing at me. I'm afraid if I'm left here, I know I don't want to be with anybody else. So I don't mind being alone. I'm excited about being alone, but I'm like, I need to go first because I don't want that guilt that I want to be, I really want that space, that quiet time, like you were saying. And, I love that we're together. This month or whatever has been awesome because our kids are out of the house and we've just been hanging out and having Friday night date nights at home and stuff. But so I was
date night every night
now.
You're at home with your husband, whether you like it or not.
But I think I would be at the same point you are, Jen, being like, I don't want to share this space with anybody.
I don't want to share my space with anybody. And it's weird having a guy over or, not with social distancing, but, having somebody over, it's like, all right, buddy, you got to go.
Yeah.
Like, you got to go. And it's, it's hard. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre to me.
And I think there's a lot of people out there right now that are going through that going, okay, I've been with you for whatever number. It could even be, my parents divorced after 40 years of marriage.
40 years of marriage 40 and your parents divorced?
They probably should have divorced when I was much younger, because my dad's behavior. However, that's a whole other story.
She stuck it out. And there you go, 40 years, and she's like, you're on your own.
Yeah, and so, there's people, I'm sure, sitting in their homes right now saying, I don't know that I want to spend another 5 years, 1 year, 1 day, 2 hours with you. And so, I'm sure they're going through and starting to take inventory of their life.
Right.
And how that could look. And that's fine to do that. I mean, nobody says you have to go out and make this drastic change when this is happening. But also, you should have that conversation with whoever it is you're with to be like, I'm feeling this way right now.
We may have gotten off track.
Right.
How do we get back on track?
Right.
To where,
right.
What do you want? Do you want to be together or don't you want to be together? Because
Absolutely.
if nothing shakes, right now everything's getting shaken, of what we're made of. And going back to the core.
Right.
There's no way you can't go back to your core being by yourself.
Absolutely.
There's just no way around it. Mm-mm. And when you're there and you find yourself of taking off all the facade of who you're supposed to be to the world and who you're supposed to be over here and your image and all this other bullshit, and you just come down to yourself and realize, what are your principles? You
Right.
know, who are you?
Who are you?
And, you know, all the gifts. I mean, I always said, if you have one gift, then you have another one waiting.
Absolutely.
And they all build on each other, but you have to have the courage to open them up. You have to be able to be authentic in your space.
Absolutely.
Because if you're not, you're cheating yourself of being exactly who you're supposed to be in this life. And none of us get out of this alive. We don't know what's going to take us out, whether it's bicycling down the street or the virus or cancer or something else.
or getting
old
an
age.
airplane with Jen when I'm going to go fly to Vegas.
Bloodthirst, baby.
She's going to help me get over my fear of flying.
You know, I don't know. And here's the reason why, is because it's a long trip, and I don't know if I want to be, even though it's a Baron, which is one down from my favorite plane, which is a King Air. We just may be hopping in a plane, let somebody else drive.
Let somebody else
drive,
fly us.
fly. I don't know if okay, so it's my friend's plane, and he's like, you're not taking off, and you're not, this is too big for you. You don't start, you know.
With the big boys.
And the big boys, Jen. And I'm like, what about the one in the back? And he goes, it's a tail dragger. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to learn how to do barrels. And he's like, you're not there, honey. And I'm like, and here I am, all of a sudden I'm a plane snob, right? I am a flippin' plane snob. And I'm like, oh my God, we're doing the Cessna 172, aren't we? And I'm like, he's like, yes, Jen, we're doing the Cessna because it's Jen proof. And I'm like, oh man.
Jen proof.
Like, are we buying the Cessna? No, we're not buying the Cessna. It's like, we're joining the club. I'm like, okay, fine.
Well, I'm excited. I think we have some great adventures ahead of us. So
We have a lot of adventures ahead of us. But yes, it will be when you come over. It will be in the Baron. And it's great because you can have a picnic in the back. It seats 9 people.
That's awesome.
So you're in a safe plane.
I'm excited.
And we have lots of wonderful adventures ahead.
So I know we're getting near the time of our current session, and so I have a question for you.
Yes.
So what is your mantra, and what do you want somebody who's first time listening to you today? What is it that you want to lead them with when they sign off with us today? Something that's going to empower them around being a mother of gratitude.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mother of gratitude. Every woman is a mother of gratitude, whether it's your fur babies or your children. And the mantra that I started that got me out of where I was stuck. I was stuck and I didn't know who I was. And I have friends that are life coaches that were trying to help me, but I was just so devastated and annihilated by my situation. I was just like fight or flight in a place that I've never been before, literally coming out of my skin. My mantra is, you're blessed, you are loved, and you are sacred. And what that means is, when you're blessed, you can look at everything with gratitude. When you're blessed, you can receive love. When you're blessed, you can see a vision of your life and where you want it to go. And if you have all of that, if you realize you already have it all in yourself, you don't need it. What else is there going to be? A lot of hard things for me to learn was to forgive myself. Forgive myself for things done and undone. We have that in the Catholic Episcopal Church. When we pray for things done and undone. But I had to forgive myself from being hurt. I had to forgive myself from punishing myself for things that weren't even my fault. I was T-boned. I couldn't have stopped any of this if I tried. But I'm blessed, and if I believe I'm blessed, then I can receive love. And if you can receive love, then you're whole. You're home. You are so home free. And with that love encompassing you, and taking the time for yourself, and that pearl of wisdom of knowing your own treasure inside, if you're loved and you can love yourself, you can forgive, you can just lay it all down, then you can start living. But you're blessed, you're loved, and you're sacred, which means your life has meaning, your words have meaning, your life has value. You're blessed, you are loved, and you are sacred. Even if you've been thrown out like garbage, you are sacred. And you are sacred to heaven. So that's when I became whole.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of all the things that you are doing and how you are empowering these amazing women that are listening to us today. And I want to thank you for letting me be part of this process.
We're not done yet.
I know. And well, I have a question for you. We talk about, how you introduced Dupree Studios when we hopped on.
I love Dupree.
Yes, I love, this is a great place here. But how does someone find you, and where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook. I'm Jen Ward Hall. They can find me at thegratituderadionetwork.com. You can text me, email me. They can find me at Jen, JennMog 7 @gmail.com. Also, motherofgratitude@gmail.com.
Awesome. That's and it's a great website too. I have to tell you, I'm enjoying the website.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm excited where it's going to go.
Yes, definitely. So let's talk. How much time do
we have time for shop.com?
Oh, are we going to do that next?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that now.
Okay, so
I would like to go ahead and segue into how I wanted to help my girlfriend that was standing in line at 6:45 in the morning. My girlfriend G, and I am not speaking out of turn because she blasted her husband on social media. My girlfriend Georgia had been for 2 days searching and scouring for just food and toilet paper and paper towels and all kind of paper products and chicken. And she couldn't find it. And I just thought, you know what? Something has to be done. Something has to be done. I am tired of seeing people standing in line. Her husband had a 12-pack of toilet paper in the guest bathroom he was hoarding from her. He didn't even tell her. She's in line at 6:45 in the morning before the store opens up looking for toilet paper. And I said, no, I am not going to have this happen to my friends anymore. Something has to be done. Everything has to be under one affiliation where I can go in and go shopping anywhere I need to go, get the stuff that I need. I need vitamins to get me through this whole virus thing that's happening. I don't want to go looking like I'm wearing a Sherpa, but it may come back in vogue. I need one place. And so Pearl found me that one place that I needed, and it's called shop.com. I opened up my own gratitude collection store. That's there. It's everything, okay? You want a case of toilet paper? Honey, I got your case of toilet paper. It's at shop.com/JennMog.
Awesome. And so I'm so excited to share this with you.
Can you please share?
I'm so excited. So I have been in this business for a little over 2 years, and it found me. I had my other business was called Bodyworks Health and Wellness Center, and I've segued that over to Women's Successful Living. And part of that process that I have when I coach people are also over health and wellness. And so I had a friend come to me and said, you gotta try these great vitamins. And she brought me this cute little packet of vitamins. And I was like,
the one that you gave me.
The one that I gave you.
Yes.
And she's like, just try these for 3 days. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't want one of those. I don't want one of those things. Don't give me one of those. I know I have friends that have do MLMs, and for you, they're great. For me, they just never worked out. And so she's like, no. I promise she's not one of those things. So I thought, I don't bring anything into my clinics for my clients.
Well, no offense to MLMs, but I'm not an MLM person. Okay,
Yeah.
So that's not.
And it is for some. I have friends that I buy certain things from that do their MLMs and stuff. So anyway, so I said, well, I don't bring it into my clinic unless I try it first. So I decided I'm going to try these 3 days of packets. So I was already taking vitamins, great vitamins. They were pharmaceutical grade vitamins.
Right.
But I went on this. Day 1, I tried it with 8 ounces of water. I didn't really feel much different. Day 2, I was like, ooh, my energy kind of feels kind of good. And I thought, it cannot be those vitamins. So I decided.
It can't be those damn vitamins.
So I decided I was going to be the devil and not take day 3. So day 3, I was like, my energy felt low. I'm like, it can't be those vitamins. So I took day 3 on day 4. Oh my God, it's the vitamins, you guys.
It's the vitamins. I did the same thing. I think it's so funny because I'm like, I felt good today. I'm like, I'm not going to say it's the vitamin.
Right.
It'll be the vitamins that I already bought. Not because it's like all of a sudden you feel guilty. Well, wait a minute. I just got this over here. But they never made me feel like those.
Yeah. So
never.
The really cool thing, and we're going to bring on a doctor to talk about these in the next couple of weeks, but it's got calcium, vitamin B, activated B complex, multivitamin, and a pycnogenol called OPC3, which is great for autoimmune issues, good for, getting your cardiovascular in order, and just some other great joint pain and things like that. So anyway, so I tried it, and I was doing them for a while, and so my friend, I put all my clients on these vitamins, and everybody loves them, and so my friend goes, "You just don't get this whole business," because I opened my business and just went gangbusters. She's like, "There's a whole nother place with this business, and it's called shop.com." I'm like, "What's that?" She's like, "You've had it since you got these vitamins." And I'm like, "Okay, I wasn't listening very well. I just so love the vitamins."
What is it? Tell me.
And so she's like, "This is a great way for the people who want to come coach with you that say they can't afford to work with you, because even I have a life coach, you guys, so everybody needs a coach."
Right.
So even the coach needs a coach. So anyway, so she's like, that you can show them how to save money and take that money and bring it in to work with you. I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. So that's what I found and started doing the shop.com. So I'm going to walk through it on here. We're going to have a video as well. So we'll put those links together so you can see what we're doing. So basically, if you want to visit, so I share this with Jen. And like Jen said, the grocery store. Let me tell you guys, yesterday, so before all this happened, we were okay with Costco toilet paper. We had already shopped. We didn't even know this. We weren't at that point, we didn't know that we're going to get shut down with everything.
Right.
So we started about a week ago going, okay, our supply's getting kind of low, so we've been watching. Let me just tell you, these stores are getting creative with toilet paper, okay? Because you used to go into the store and buy the normal packets, right? Guess what Walmart's doing?
What are they doing?
They're capitalizing on this. They're taking their greater value toilet tissue, and they've put it down to 4 rolls, tiny rolls, and they wrapped up. They've done it so quick it doesn't even have their branding on it, and they're only allowing you 1 of those. I'm going to be honest with you; it's really like 2 rolls of toilet paper made into 4.
Oh my gosh!
So my son, I asked him to stop by on his way home from work yesterday.
You might as well go to the dollar store.
Exactly. I said,
no,
hey.
you can't, because there's no toilet paper. That's why we're doing shop.com.
Right. So he went by and he come home and he showed me. I go, "What is that?" He goes, "Mom, look, they're even rebranding us, and they would only let me get 1 4-pack." I'm like, so they let you buy 2 rolls of toilet paper, basically, is what they were doing. But call it getting creative, calling it trying to have enough for everybody.
I want a case. How can I get a case?
Exactly. So you're going to go on to, so I share this business with Jen, and so you're going to go to shop.com / JennMog. Okay, so
JennMog, and then that's going to bring up the gratitude collection of Thank You Skincare. And Thank You Skincare is I've formulated a skincare, and I need to get patented.
So
and it's
now,
called Thank You Skincare. So that's why.
Exactly, it's great skincare. So now that you're in shop.com,
yes,
what you want to do is you want to go up to the top right. There's a little spot that says Sign In. It should say the Gratitude Collection of Thank You Skincare Inc. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to sign in. You have to register as a new customer. And here's the deal, you guys. It's totally free to be a customer with Jen. Let me say that again.
Thank you. You want to be a Mother of Gratitude customer.
So it's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything to do this. And here's the best part. We're going to show you how to get cash back on everything you buy through shop.com. So you're going to go in, you're going to sign in, and we have a new customer. We're going to sign in for Jen here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let me put his info. You're going to put their information in here.
And this whole process is really painless and easy, and the fact that you don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to risk your life. My girlfriend Georgia doesn't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get at 6:45 in line. There was probably 30 deep by the time she got there at 6:45.
Publix has got it roped off, and they have arrows up every aisle how to keep people in line. So yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Okay,
I can't do it.
So you're gonna put in your account. You're going to set your password.
And this whole situation that we find ourselves in, that's happened out of our control. We couldn't have prevented it if we tried. There's no preparation for what has happened, because how would we have known that something was going to take over the planet so fast to make everyone still? Who knew? But in that stillness, there's so much goodness that's going to come out of it.
So you put in the name.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about Clear Shield. There's a product called Clear Shield. And what I love about it is it's kind of fun. it's actually a mousse, but this is an antibacterial. This is like wearing gloves, and it moisturizes. So when you put it on, it's like mousse for your hair, but it's not. How do they make this, Pearl? This is like remarkable.
I know, it's so amazing. So I love that stuff. It's like
a lotion. I mean, it goes on kind of like.
Yeah.
I feel like I could go into surgery with this stuff.
And what's really cool, and I've never tried it, but I've heard you can pour like heavy, like, I don't want to say acid, but things along those lines on your hand, and it
Gee, Pearl,
and it won't burn through your hand. You know what I mean? So like that's used a lot by automotive companies and things like that. So
me in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. This will be good for me in the kitchen because I always burn myself when I get stuff out of the oven.
Yes. It's really.
I got like battle wounds from.
Yeah, I love that stuff, and you know what? It also moisturizes your hand at the same time.
It has this protective barrier. Mm-hmm. So this protects, it's an antibacterial. This kills germs. It soothes your skin. It has a protective barrier. It's a lot.
It's a lot in there. You need very little that will last you a long time. And the really cool thing is, like I said, like automotive places use it. I remember my dad used to put that stuff called Goo Gone on his hand.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need Goo Gone. You just put that stuff on your hands and go work on the car or the grease monkey or whatever you're going to do, and you're all set. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
and I love how smooth it feels. I don't have
no, definitely.
On.
So,
but yeah, it's a nice protective barrier. So for me, if it has anything to do with heat, what you're saying, it's kind of like a heat shield. Mm-hmm. It'll protect me from getting burned in the kitchen. So that's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm going to walk you guys through now how to do this. So you're going to go to Jenn's. You're welcome. You're going to go to Jenn's site. It's called shop.com /Jenn with 2 N's, MOG, M-O-G, okay, Mother of Gratitude. And you're going to go to that site, and then what you're going to do, up top where it says sign in, you're going to register for a new account, okay? And so basically you're going to enter in your information here, put your email, and then you do a password, and then your address, what state you're in. I'm going to pick Florida, and then phone number. So now you've created your account. So once you've created your account,
okay.
So we've gone in and Eric's created his account. So now we're going to finish up creating the account. It's going to bring us to his own personal shopping experience.
Okay. So with Clear Shield, it definitely enhances your skin with the hydration of aloe and vitamin E. One of the things that everyone has asked me about my skin is, what do I put on my skin? And I've been using aloe vera since I was a kid. I've been using aloe vera and vitamin E together. I put vitamins straight on my face. I get the aloe out of my yard. If it's not in my yard, I get it from the grocery store. You can get it online at shop.com. We have pharmaceutical grade vitamins. One of the vitamins that I'm taking, the isotonics.
You're taking, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm taking the isotonics.
Isotonics, you said it right. Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad.
You got it.
What I love about isotonics is that it's an immediate delivery system. Am I correct in
You're
that?
right. Immediate, within 5 to 10 minutes, it's going to be in your system. It's going to absorb in your system. It takes like your saliva in your body and it matches up to it and just starts working amazing things in your body.
I've been taking this the whole time. I've been taking it actually twice a day. I'm probably taking more than I should. But I wanted to build up my immunity. And this does build up your immunity in your system. You don't have to worry about, as long as we have a high immune system and we are already healthy, then it's one less thing that we have to think about.
Absolutely. And it's just amazing. And one of the products which you're taking the Daily Essentials, which is the packet we're talking about here.
Yes.
So anyone you know that is suffering from any kind of autoimmune disease, one of the products here, OPC3, the pig nodule, isotonics means it absorbs. That product alone can help people with the pain. I'm not a doctor. We're not going to cure anything. However, it's going to help you with dealing with the pain that comes with some of those autoimmune issues that we suffer from. And so it's really great. This packet here is just 8 ounces of water. Pour it in, stir it, and drink it once a day in the morning before you have breakfast. It's awesome.
And I think one of the testimonial that I can give to that is that, man, it doesn't taste chemically. It doesn't taste like you're drinking vitamins. No. It doesn't have any of that artificial taste to it. It's nice, it's gentle, it's in the morning, let's go, and then I can go for my coffee.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't hurt my stomach.
And it comes
going from the coffee to the vitamins.
So you can buy them in the 4 packs of them. They're big bottles like what this is here. But you can buy it in the packets. The bottles will last you longer. And if you suffer with things like low energy or any of those autoimmune disease, the bottles are nice because you can take extra dosages of it if you need to. But the packets come in this box here that we have here. So you can do just the packets if you want to as well. But right now what we're finding, because everybody is trying to beat this virus thing that's going around. So the big things that are really, really powerful right now is our vitamin C. So it's, again, just take the cap off, put it in 2 ounces of water and drink it with 1 capful. But it's got your vitamin C. Let me tell you how much vitamin C is in here. It has 240 mcgs of vitamin A. Vitamin C has 500 milligrams and potassium 100.
Good.
And the cool thing is
it's a good blend.
It's a great blend, and it's going to absorb in your system like within 5 to 10 minutes of taking it. So once in the morning, once at night. That's one thing that my family's doing. The other thing is we're doing this immune, which you have been doing, Jen.
Yes.
Again, I take this once in the morning and once at night. It has, just so you can get an idea, it also has vitamin C in it, 60 milligrams. Additionally, it has zinc, which is 7.5, and it has potassium, which has got 100 milligram. And so that's a great product. And then Wellbume's in here as well. So that's got 250 milligrams. This is, if you are not taking these 2 right now, this is what's been helping my family. And then lastly, what we add to that is a vitamin D. So these 3 alone.
And tell me why the vitamin D.
So the vitamin D helps boost your immune system as well. It has not only vitamin D, but it's got the K2 in it. Which,
I like that.
Yeah.
Explain the K2 to people.
So the K2 is a complex that helps with your absorption. It helps your bones. I was taking vitamin D in capsules, and I would go to a doctor not too far from here, and she's amazing. And she was having me take, I think it took 3 tablets a day. And so when I started taking this vitamin D, my levels, I think, were like around, I want to say 40, and you should be above 80 in your vitamin D. And so when I went in and I started taking this vitamin D, she's like, you're like at 80 plus. I can't remember. I think it was like 85 or something like that.
The absorption is
of
amazing.
Yes. So because I was absorbing, think about this, you guys. When we take pills, it takes 4 hours approximately for them to get into our bloodstream and go through our digestive. And sometimes I'm sorry to say, poop it out instead of it getting in our bloodstream. These products here, because our isotonics, means they're going to absorb into your body
immediately.
Yes, it's really amazing. So these are the 3 products that we're using. We're also using the asavanthum, which is great for cardiovascular health. It also helps with your eyes, so vision, which is helping my vision drastically, and then also helps muscular performance. So anybody who's working out, this is a great product to have for your workout.
Yep.
So these are the things that we're doing right now in my family to combat. I've sent them to my family in California, as well as some other products. But the other thing I love is this organic foaming hand soap, because we're washing our hands so much right now and your hands get dried out. This hand soap is moisturizing. It's awesome. And it's just like the foam. So it just pops out. You don't need very much, just like what you have the Clear Shield that you were showing a minute ago. And
so both of those together would be a because you would have this protecting your skin.
Yeah.
Because it is like a protective layer over your skin. You can wash your hands and know that all the germs are being washed off.
Absolutely. And so the really cool thing is because when I opened my business, I took a class. I met Dr. Cheryl Duchess. She's a naturopathic doctor. So we're going to Jen and I are going to bring her in as a guest. And when we do that, you guys, you don't want to miss this. So we'll make sure everybody knows when that's happening, because she is phenomenal, knows her stuff, and this products here is what she specializes in. So I've been excited to have her. So again, what led me to shop.com was these products we just showed you, because I wanted people to be able to afford it, right? So in order to be able to afford it, I was like, well, how can I help him? And that's when my business partner said, you're missing the boat. What are you doing? You got this whole other wheelhouse. I'm like going, oh, tell me about it. Help me learn. So the shop.com is the site. So basically we've registered, you go in and you register. So you come here to Jenn's shop.com /, yep, JennMog. JennMog, 2 N's. And you're going to register. Once you register, you have an account. It's free, guys, to have an account. It costs you nothing. You don't have to do a monthly order or any crazy stuff like that. So here's what I want you to think about shop.com is. Shop.com is your portal, kind of your Google to go shopping wherever you want to. So instead of Googling Macy's or Home Depot or anything like that, you go to shop.com /JennMog and then sign up to be a customer, and then you go shopping, okay? So here we have Eric. He's shopping, and Eric today wants to go to Walmart because he needs to go pick up some stuff at Walmart. So what he's going to do is he's going to come here. He's going to just in the search bar, you're going to type in Walmart, okay? And Walmart, the thing is with shop.com, we have thousands of partner stores. So we're a product broker company in that we can come in and we negotiated great deals for our clients and our customers. So he goes to shop.com, types it in, and he finds the space bar that says partner store. So he's going to go to the partner store, and he's going to, as he goes, he sees he's going to get 2% cash back from Walmart today, just for going through shop.com to go shopping. Okay? So now today, maybe he wants to pick up, let's just say, some towels. Okay? Maybe he's buying some towels today. Okay. And so he's going to go get some, let's see, maybe he wants some bath towels. Okay, so you can pick up a bath towel set. So you pick the item you want to purchase, and then you find that item, and then you add the item to your cart. Now, all he has to do is check out, and he can either decide to pick it up at the store, or he can decide to have it shipped to him.
Nice. How convenient.
How convenient, right? And guess what? He's getting cash back.
I love that. And you wouldn't normally be doing that if you were...
If you were walking in the store.
If you're walking in the store, and you can do it from the convenience of your house. You don't even have to put your shoes on.
Right. And then here's a really cool thing. So I'm going to come back to shop.com. So that's the quick, simple way of shopping, right? But don't we all love cash back? So
I love cash back.
We all love cash back. So what I'm going to tell you is you are going to want to reach out to Jenn because there's other ways to show you how to triple and quadruple your cash back.
My gosh.
Yes. So we're going to leave you hanging for a little bit.
I can't wait to share this with you guys.
I can't wait to share it with you guys. We're going to do a webinar with Jenn and share that. But yeah, shop.com /JennMog. Go shopping, get cash back, and don't worry about it. It's free to be a customer.
Yes. And then share the gratitude among your family and friends because you don't have to stand in line.
Exactly. And you don't have to fight over toilet paper.
No more toilet paper lines, man. I want to get rid of all of them.
And you can also get all these vitamins that we showed you here today from that same site. So
absolutely.
I'm sure Jenn will put it on the podcast and the link and everything for you guys.
You're going to love it.
Awesome.
So I want to say thank you, Pearl, for being on the show today.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been a blast.
Oh, so much fun. And thank you, Dupree Studio Recordings, located at 7205 Bryan Dairy Road, Seminole, Florida. And this was presented to you by the Gratitude Radio Network. So go to Gratitude Radio Network for your beautiful day. And then you can hit us up also on Your Beautiful Day YouTube page. So, absolutely. And all kinds of good stuff we're going to have from Dr. Paul Bear. We're going to have more celebrities on, seeing how people are doing in their own space with everything, and tips on how to survive all of this. Go rearrange your furniture.
Yes.
Go rearrange your furniture.
Be safe.
So thank you guys. Go to shop.com /Jenn, JennMog, for all of your shopping needs. And remember, you are blessed, you are loved, and you are sacred. Have a beautiful day. Mwah. I love you.